Today we're going to talk about 5 mistakes to avoid when language learning. First up, relying too much on your learning app, whichever one it is. This can be very easy to do, especially if you're new to language learning. You assume the app is going to teach you everything. It is not. The sentences given to you on an app, although they might try to be relevant, are often not natural. The pronunciation, although getting better, is not like people really speak, because real people don't speak perfectly. They drop letters, they have different accents, they stumble. You need to consume much more than just your app to learn a language properly, however good it is. Ignoring the bigger picture. You need to listen to content and read content created by native speakers to really understand the language. It will expose you to different accents, different vocabulary, and generally give you a wider perspective on everything to do with the language. If you miss this out, you'll have a far tougher time with your language comprehension. Not spending enough time on language learning. Many people have lofty goals for their language learning. They expect to be fluent in 6 months with their daily 15 minutes of learning, which they have been told is all you need to do. Languages are difficult to learn. If you really want to be fluent in a language quickly, you are going to have to spend a lot more time on it than 15 minutes a day. That's a good clickbait YouTube title, but for most people it isn't realistic. Yes, you can learn a language only spending 15 minutes a day on it, I'm not saying that, but it will take significantly longer than if you can spend an hour a day on it. Be realistic about your goals and set your learning times accordingly. Looking up too many words whilst reading. Reading in a foreign language is difficult, but you have to learn how to decipher what you're reading without looking up every other word. You have to look for clues as to what words mean by looking at what's around them, comparing them to words you know, or just letting it go if the sentence probably doesn't have a lot of bearing on the piece as a whole. Realistically, this is also what's going to happen when you start to talk to people. You're not going to understand every word they say perfectly. But if you've already developed techniques for working out the meaning of sentences where you don't know every word, you'll be much better off. Slowing down audio too much. It's very tempting when listening to audio, whether that be audiobooks or podcasts or even videos in a foreign language, to slow them right down. Even some TV programs can be slowed down these days, which just seems weird. And yes, in the beginning this can be useful. But if you always listen to slowed down speech, you're never going to challenge yourself to understand speech at regular speed. So try to resist that speed slider unless you're totally stuck, or listen to things that can't be slowed down, like radio, to ensure you hear real voices at the right speed. Someone's going to tell me you can slow down radio now, aren't they?